Hello, welcome to another RUFUS Race Manager tutorial. Today, we'll learn how to work with grids and reports. We are currently watching the Mac version, but remember, if you are on Windows or the web version, the interface is exactly the same. As you can see throughout the software, we always have the same grids. These grids allow us to view all kinds of information. From participant information, for example, when we are in the participants section, to timing or passing information, when we're viewing a timing grid like this one, or, for example, this one. So, we always have the same grids. These grids can be sorted by clicking on the column we want to sort by. We can also, for example, group data. Group by two or more fields. For instance, let's group by age category and by group. We can also pin columns. If we want to pin a specific column to the right, we can do that. And if we want, for example, to hide a column, we can do that too. We can also filter. If we want to, for example, filter by name. And there we go. Everything is applied. Now we can do this in every grid throughout the entire software. All grids also include the export menu. If we expand this menu, we can see that we can download as CSV, as PDF, or print directly. What is generated is a report. The report corresponds to the current view of the grid. For example, if we export this grid now with all our applied settings, what we'll get is this. A report from the All Participants tab showing the creation date and time and the filters we applied. For example, filtering names that contain manual, grouped by age group, and by group. We can also remove filters. We can clear all filters or apply new ones here. This filter or search bar is also available in every grid. We can now ungroup data if we want. Also, manage columns. For example, show more columns if needed. We can select multiple rows at once by holding the Shift key or using Command+A or Control+A to select them all, just like in a regular spreadsheet. If we have one or more rows selected, a bulk menu appears, allowing us to perform bulk actions for the current grid. For example, delete or reset the status of participants. If we go to a grid that shows times, for example, and we want to generate a report the same way, we can generate a report with timing information. And if we go, for example, to a results grid, we can also generate a PDF with the results. If we want that PDF sorted by age group, what we have to do is what we just learned. We group by age group and then export. That way, we'll have the results exported and organized by age group. We can also export podiums if we want. For example, if we want to export podium results, it's the same process. Well, that's a general overview of how to work with grids and reports in RUFUS Race Manager. Stay tuned for more lessons.